So I'm selling my Koga Miyata roughly from about 2002 road bike. It's gents adult size, large, 58 centimeters is the frame size. Yeah, I've had this bike from new. I bought it from the distributor back in the day and rode it as my sort of fair weather road bike for about 14 years or so before changing it. I have used it on a trainer for a little bit. But other than that, it's been treated fairly carefully. Obviously, you know, we're talking about a bike that's sort of 25, 24 years old or so. So there is signs of corrosion here or there, and I'll point that out. But basically, it's pretty much original. So just to go through the bits that aren't original, the seat post has been changed because the original one died a death, and the stem and actually the handlebars are not original either. The handlebars are from my Canyon, and I kept the handlebars from this bike and put them onto it. But other than that, it's as original. So we've got Ultegra, I want to say 6600, might check that, group set on it. Triple chain ring on the front and 10 speed at the back. The wheel set is Casirium Equipe. They all seem in really good condition actually, so everything's running freely and really nicely. Brakes, yeah, are the original. If I have a closer look at the corrosion on it in places, so you can see, for example, on the brake lever here, you've got what looks like sort of lacquer deterioration there. There might be something you can do to clean that up. I'm not sure. One thing I have noticed is that you can, all the brake lines, etc., and the gear changing works perfectly, but if you look down here, this is probably the worst bit. This mounting bracket here for this front derailleur, the high and low adjust are pretty well corroded and quite locked. But saying that, it's not a problem because the indexing is perfect. You can select all the gears without any difficulty. The rear one seems to be fine. You can adjust that quite easily there, and again, it selects all the gears and seems perfectly happy. The frame itself, I mean, I love this frame. It's sort of carbon weave under a sort of a lacquer here. There's quite a lot of graphics on it, and unfortunately over the years it's gradually become scratched and chipped. And then we've also again got some sort of corrosion or pitting of some sort in places basically. But it's, yeah, carbon, and you've got bonded into these sections here because back then they didn't have the technology to do it in one piece. But saying that, it's pretty light. I just weighed this bike as it is, and it came in at 8.1 kilos, which is actually lighter than the bike I ride now. Thought I'd put some new bar tape on it. The cables, the gear cables, I changed them a few years back, and they're stainless flat wound, so they run really nicely. The brake cable, the rear brake cable, is a little bit less. That looks like it could do with changing, although it does work fine. It's not fraying. It's a sort of coated cable. It just looks a bit discoloured. It's intact. It just looks a bit weird. So yeah, it's the original saddle. Although it looks a bit old. I haven't actually used it that much because I never got on with this saddle, but it's a San Marco saddle, which is a good one. And yeah, that's the one that it came with. So that's quite a nice piece of kit, that. Yeah, there you go. So any questions? Did I mention the wheels? Did I mention where I got it from? Yes, I bought it from the distributor back in around 2002. It had been a demo bike, and been to a couple of trade shows, and then I bought it from them. So I've owned it since then. one owner. There you go. Happy bidding.